I'm from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town. Oh, the land, it seems to me, with a tune as wild as sea, hands up high and voices free. Down under's where I'll be. Down under's calling, can't you hear?
G'day folks, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Happy hump day. For those of you across the pond, welcome aboard. For those of you on our side of the pond, have a awesome evening. First in the chat, Lorraine with a quack quack. Well, g'day. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. You're first because you can't sleep. Well, maybe this person over here can I don't know, sleep or something. I know she's got a cruise coming up in the next couple of minutes. Here we go. G'day. It's hello you
Hello, Denise.
Denise. Welcome aboard. How are you? Nice to have you here. It's Shaun. No, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. I hope you're getting yourself all organised and ready for that fantastic cruise of yours that you're going on. And if you are, yay. And if you're not, well, hurry up and get yourself packed and get on board that cruise ship. G'day, Jonesy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you on board. Hey, mate. I really enjoyed your show. I didn't get to watch all of it. I got to watch most of it. I was really interested at the fact that well, first of all, congratulations on your 3,000 hours. But I was really excited to see that you put on a live stream when it's freaking 3:00 in the afternoon down under. Who's going to come on your show and help you with watch hours? Well, you had a whole bucket load of people there. That was really nice to see. Congratulations, mate. All we need to do is get HH for C and the Ducks up there as well. We've got Lorraine saying g'day to Denise, so that's nice to see. Welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Now, for those that might be interested, particularly Aussies, we're competing currently with Deb and Matt. They've got their live stream happening right now, and they're having a chat about cruising and talking about the fact that you Americans are coming across to Singapore. Flying into Singapore, you would rather go to Singapore than come down under to Australia. Okay, Singapore is that little bit closer, but yep, all right, I'll let you have that one. I'm not watching their show. I can quite honestly say you've got my full undivided attention. Who's that there in the background? Yeah, no. Full undivided attention. So, some of the good things that are happening. I know Denise is going on a cruise in about 20 minutes. Well, not true. It's a couple of days. She's on a cruise. Jonesy is a good time. It was a good time for you. Well, yeah, I know. You weren't working, so there you go. And I know you got something happening tonight, so you do what you please, what you want. Oh, and thanks. Yep. Okay, where are we, folks? If you look at the pictures, where are we? See if you can pick it. I won't give you any hints just yet. We've got roughly an hour to go. So, yeah, where are we? Today I just took a dart and I threw it and it landed on this lovely place. So that's my 20 cents worth for that for the minute. Okay, so as you guys all know, Wednesday hump day, when I'm not on show with Jimmy, we're doing a trip around Australia. Last week we had Airlie Beach. The week before that was Brisbane. My question, where are we today? Now, Lorraine, you did hit the nail on the head. It is a beach in Australia. The question is, where and what beach? It's actually called a bay, but I'll give you a heads up there. It's a bay. Now, by the way, for you folks, the Down Under Cruises website, downunder.cruises.com, does have links. There are some blogs in there, and if you want to answer the blogs, yay. If you want to give some feedback, yay. But there'll be a lot of info coming up as we get closer to the cruise. And for those of you that are interested, 37 days to the cruise, and then Jonesy, 432 days to the Great Barrier Reef. Before we know it, it'll be on our back doorstep. Best sip of the night, my last cup of coffee. Okay, folks, so let's have a look. Lorraine is saying, I don't know because I've not gotten the grand tour by the Ducks, the grand tour. Which grand tour would you like, Lorraine? Which grand tour? There's plenty. Australia's a big place. A real big place. Jonesy, Tasmania Wine Class Bay. No, Jonesy, we haven't hit Tassie actually. When I do hit Tassie, you're going to be on board the chat with me, so that way we can do it together. Oh, look who's just woken up. It's got to be, hang on, let me just see if I can get this right. It's got to be.
It is Wednesday, my dudes.
Good on you, Jimmy. Welcome aboard, buddy. Nice to have you here. And Jimmy, I heard that you're coming down under next week, right? Yep, right. Okay. That says it all. G'day, Lee. Hang on. Lee. Nice to have you on board because he's gone, Shaun. So welcome aboard. Nice to have you here on this hump day. It is, where are we? Where are we, folks? What's the name of the place that's in the pictures? Lorraine is saying the beaches of Australia. Which beaches? I'm one of them. Lorraine's also going, Jimmy. Okay. We don't have Danny here, so she's the only one that would go, Jimmy, Shaun. All right. Okay, so this is a huge country. I mean, there's some really exciting things going on around the traps, and yeah, if you can pick this place, you'd be good at it. Let me see. Jimmy is saying the words of Steven Tyler, "Dream on." Well, hey, Jimmy Khan just gave us the answer to you coming down. Yeah. All right. So today, folks, Jonesy's going, g'day to Jimmy. Today, folks, I was doing some training, some first aid training for a bunch load of girls at a girls' Christian school, St. Columbus, they call it. St. Columbus. It was fun. Some were interested in learning. Some were interested in their phones. Mostly they were interested in their nails. OMG. The nails that some of these girls have on them is just incredible. What's with you girls and nails? seriously. And yeah, if okay, I'm going to shut up. I'm not going to go on there. But at the end of the day, it was a great opportunity to impart some knowledge and to see who's really interested in learning how to save a life or not. And some of them do have issues. In the words of Raphael Viso. Anyway, folks, tell us when your next cruise is on. I know Denise is saying 6 days away. Is that right? 37 to the rock and roll. Well, let me give you a rundown of all the cruises that we've got happening. Well, for us anyway. So we are 37 days away from the Norwegian Encore. We are, I know Denise is 170 days away from the ABC's cruise. We are 432 days away from the Great Barrier Reef. And then there's the Melbourne unofficial Melbourne Australian Creators Cruise. That's in 517 days. So, yeah, we're certainly looking forward to some exciting stuff going on. A Jew goes to a girls' Christian school. There's a joke in there somewhere. Mate, you're right. They didn't know I was Jewish, but that's besides the point. Yeah, it was actually quite interesting because just having a look at the way private schools and public schools interact is very different. A couple of weeks ago, I was at a state school, and the kids at the state school, everybody was feeling sorry for them. But no, Jonesy, you're still in the wrong state. So no, it's not Lucky Bay. That was interesting. Anyway, those girls had 9-inch. You're not wrong. Jeez. And then they were complaining. You can't do CPR on a baby like this. Why? Because my nails will go in and get stuffed. I went, okay. Then do this trick. Use your thumbs. Oh, you can do that, can you? Yep. They were year 12. So final year school girls who were really not interested. G'day, Joe. Welcome aboard, buddy. Are you on Deb and Matt's live? And if you are, say g'day to them and tell them sorry, but we're live and we've always been at this time. Anyway, doesn't matter. Just say g'day to them and tell them nice things. Hope your weather wasn't too hot today, Joe. Jonesy is saying Trent Reznor has 9-inch nails. Really? Seriously. Jonesy's going Jimmy. Joe has gone #duck. And because he did the #duck, this is what he got. We've got Joe's link with Nightbot. So there you go. Lorraine is saying the band 9-inch nails. Yup. I don't know how girls manage to get such long nails at school. Joe, I was going to go over and see them, but you came up first on my homepage. Mate, that's awesome. Glad you came in. But if you do go across to see them, say g'day. Lee, top left, stop in left, like have great day going to edit vlog. Mate, you have a good opportunity. I'm looking forward to your next video that comes out. See how we go from there. G'day, Joe from Jimmy. And Jimmy's gone with the #duck as well. And what do you know? Have a look. There's Nightbot. Please welcome the astute tourist. So there we go. There's Jimmy's link. Have a look at it. You'll like it. Joe, 34C, meant to be 37, but it was so windy that the temperature stayed low. Mate, we've just had, and we are in the middle of the most incredible windstorm. I got up this morning. I was on the road by 20 past 7. I had to be at this location at 8:30, and I copped some rain on the way up. On the way home, I copped the most incredible amount of wind. Wind was up close to 100 kilometers an hour. Joe's saying g'day to Jimmy. And Lee has gone with the hashtag duck, so we'll see what happens with the hashtag duck. Lorraine has gone, g'day Joe, and then Lee, if you are in the Helping Hands for Cruising site, you need to go hashtag HH4C in the Helping Hands for Cruising site, and that will give you the link. Jones is saying it's 12 degrees where he is. 12 degrees is cool. What are we sitting on now? We're also sitting on 12, feels like 4. That wind has come up a real. Have you got the wind too, Jonesy? Joe has gone, g'day to Lorraine, and Joe's also said, he said to one of their container truck drivers that he was driving a brick into the wind. Yeah, pretty much. The wind was so freaking strong. The Balti Bridge today, the speed limit went from 80 k's down to 40 k's. There were 2 speed drops, 80, 60, then 40 over the top of the bridge. Marjorie, g'day Marjorie, welcome aboard. Nice to have you here. Joe's saying their strongest wind was 76 k's. That's still pretty fast. Jonesy, Hyams Beach, Jarvis Bay. Jonesy, it's taken you a while, and you did beat Joe. Yes, it is Jarvis Bay. We are in New South Wales. Jarvis Bay. Jonesy, the water's too clear to be Jarvis Bay. It is, Joe, it is Jarvis Bay. It's 11 degrees C, says Jimmy, in New Hampshire. Lorraine is saying 74 degrees where she is, 74 less 30, that's 44, 22 degrees. 22 is not bad. 22 is a nice day. Marjorie is saying g'day to Jimmy, and Jimmy is saying g'day to Marjorie. Folks, after this show, you're going to have to go and give the astute tourist a raid. Jimmy, who's on the show with you? Who have you got coming in? Unfortunately, I won't, because I will definitely need to be hitting the hay, because I am knackered. But come on in. Let us know who you've got on the show. Let me guess. You got Kenny with his microwave fresh coffee, right? Jimmy is saying that his temperature is rising as well, so 11 and rising. That's cool. Joe is saying Jarvis Bay is the coastal area dedicated to those weirdos who live in Canberra. Yeah, you're right. And I'm going to put some info out about Jarvis Bay shortly. Jimmy is saying Kenny, Scott, Eddie, and possibly Denise. Well, we know Denise is awake because she's up on our live. She's been in the chat. Jonesy is saying, Jimmy, it's 11 here now. Feels like 8. So it's said on the weather app. Yup. The nights, that's one of the reasons why I like late fall and early spring, is because when you have those days, it's crisp in the morning, but the days turn out to be beautiful. As I said, Denise is here. She's there, Jimmy, so she could very well be up on your chat. Lorraine is going, is cream crackers the same as knackered? No. Knackered means you are so tired, you You just want to die. You're knackered. Joe's saying, I'm just talking to Denise and Jen over the Jen.com group chat. That's cool. Say good day to them all. Let Jen know that we're live. If she pops in, she pops in. Yay. I know that there are 11 people currently watching, but only like a handful chatting. Hi, Bone Time Travelers. Now, Denise, when's your cruise? 6 days? 5 days? I know you're on vacation right now. And by the way, how did Bro handle his first set of chemo? I hope he went down well. All right. All right, mate. Catch you later. Thanks for popping in, as brief as it was. Thanks for popping in. Catch you later. Maybe Friday night. Lorraine has gone #ducks. Denise is saying 5 days. So I was almost there. 5 days. Tasmania Island Live is #duck. Lorraine, if you are on the, let me see, are you on that? No, yes, you are. #ducks. You should come up with a Nightbot. In the meantime, Jonesy has beat you to it, and it's brought up his link. So there you go. Joe has done a correction. It is #duck, no S on the end. Denise is saying first chemo went great, no side effects so far. Please God, it goes extremely well, and we kick that effing cancer. Lorraine has gone #duck, and what do you know? Nightbot came up with a special abilities link. So, folks, go into Lorraine's channel, have a look at what she's got. She has some incredible stuff. A lot of her things deal with disability and so forth. Have a look and see how can it change your life. Jonesy, yes, we just got 3K watch time this week. Good on you, mate. Really proud of you for it, and look forward to all the help that we can get. I noticed you had a join button on your channel, so that's exciting. Can't wait for a join button on mine. We will get there. I know we will. It's only a matter of time. We are 707 subs on the Down Under cruises. We are 466. We just need 34 more subs on HH4C, but we do need 2,500 watch hours. So, folks, if you do feel the need, go in and certainly do that. Jonesy is 7 away from 1,700. Well, here's hoping, mate. Here's hoping. Good stuff. All right. Oh, and by the way, go and hit Jimmy the Astute Tourist. You've got to hit him, not hit him, hit the channel, and please show him some love and support, because he's 7 away from 1,700. Anyway, let's keep trucking. Ilana has gone out today and bought a scale. And the purpose of that is so that we can measure our bags so that we are not way over the top when we actually go and get ourselves on the plane headed over to the US of A. Jonesy, yes, let's all get the duck playlist for a few days. That'd be awesome, folks. Jump onto the Down Under Cruises YouTube channel and have a look at our playlists. We've got a number of playlists there. Please go ahead and hit them all, or any of them, doesn't matter. And just let your computers run, or let the YouTube channel run with the playlist. You can play it on 1 or 2 volume so that you can interact every now and then with a thumbs up and or a comment. And that all helps the algorithm and certainly gets us closer to the required 3,000 watch hours. All right. So Nightbot is busy doing its bit in the background there, so I'm just going to let it go. I won't read all the comments for it. We've got the new scale so we can weigh our luggage. Well, it's actually Ilana scale because, as you all know, I only have a Ziploc bag, so I'll be cool. And yeah, pack a jumper. It's getting cold. Cool. I will do exactly that. Well, normally what I do is I go with either a hoodie and we are going to Florida, so Florida is more tropical. As you know, you call it paradise, and that's where Mum is, and the weather is generally relatively good. I believe the Floridians really go freezing cold if it turns 77 degrees. But there we go. I may just take a jumper with a pair of tracky dacks. I'll be wearing those on the plane, and then all I need is my budgie smugglers, and of course my trusty drinking shoe, and we'll be right. We've got the shoey coming up, so 30 days. Whoa, almost a month, 22. We leave on it is a month before we get on the plane. Oh my goodness me, a month. There we go. So once we go on the get on the plane, we'll be in LA. We'll fly from here to LAX. Then from LAX, we'll fly to the um, LAX. We'll fly to Miami, and then from Miami, get a lift down to Fort Myers. So that's going to be awesome. Okay, I just did a bit of a take back, and then I understood what it was. First of all, Lorraine is saying the nights can be chilling. Yep. But then we've got welcome aboard, Karen Jones, Mrs. Jonesy. Shh. He has Mrs. Jonesy's phone, so you have another sub, Sean, and watch time, mate. Thank you very much. Really appreciate that. You're sneaking us up the channels there, so really appreciate that. Jimmy, how long to LAX? 16 hours. Melbourne to LAX is 16. We're on the ground for 3 hours, and then we're off to Miami, which is another. So it's almost like a 23-hour flight. I'll tell you what, it's a long flight. The one coming home is just as long. We're flying out of Dallas Fort Worth, so we fly from Miami to Dallas Fort Worth, and then fly on the 787 Dreamliner from Dallas back down to Melbourne. That's also another direct flight. Both international flights are co-shared. So it's a United Airlines flight, but it is operated by Qantas Airlines. So there you go. Jimmy's gone with the hashtag duck, and Jonesy is saying yes. Shh, be very quiet. Hang on, let me do this properly. Be very, very quiet. Hunting wabbits. Denise has gone Mrs. Jonesy, Mrs. Jones, Miss. That's a song. We've got a thing going on. Yeah, I know. There's a song there. Talk about being knackered. Yep, absolutely. And normally when somebody is 100% knackered, the voice goes up an octave or two. Seriously, it is what it is. Anyway, so we'll be flying out on the 380 and coming back on the 787-9, I believe. Yes, hunting wabbits. Wabbits there, Jonesy. Thank you, mate. Welcome to Fun with the Down Under Cruisers. Please support our channel so that we can support Helping Hands for Cruising. Thank you, Nightbot. I wasn't going to read the Nightbot message, but there it is. It popped up right in front of my eyes. All right, let me tell you a little bit about Jervis Bay. Jervis Bay is a 102 square kilometre or 36 square mile ocean bay and village in the Jervis Bay Territory and is on the south coast of New South Wales, Australia. It's 70 kilometres or 27 square miles area of land around the southern headland of the bay, known as the Jervis Bay Territory, is not part of the Australian Capital Territory, which is administered by which it is administered by. So apparently, Jervis Bay is administered by the ACT, the Australian Capital Territory, and includes settlements of Jervis Bay Village and Wreck Bay Village. The Australian Navy has HMAS Creswell as a base there. HMAS His Majesty's Australian ship. You call a base a ship. Anyway, it is in the Jervis Bay Territory between Jervis Bay Village and Green Patch Point. Bit of history. 55 kilometres south of Jervis Bay provides evidence of Aboriginal occupation dating back 20,000 years in the Durga language spoken by local Aboriginal inhabitants. The bay was known as Boodira, meaning Bay of Plenty. Funny, because in New Zealand, up at the top end, there is the Bay of Plenty there. Now, Jervis Bay was sighted by Lieutenant James Cook aboard HMAS Endeavour on the 25th of April, 1770, 2 days after St. George's Day, and he named the southern headland Cape St. George. Well, that's all I'm going to give you for the minute. I'll read a little bit more later on as we go through. But that's a little bit on Jervis Bay. All right, let me see, where are we at? Okay, now the next thing is Jonesy is saying, yesterday they had a truck crash into a main power pole that knocked out power to 22,000 people. He got there at 7:30 a.m. to start work on the fix and left at 11:30 p.m. It was a very taxing day. That's a long day, mate. Yes, the tax office will love you. Yeah, I think the tax office is trying to get into everybody these days. Geez, how did that? Did the truck have a fault, or was the driver half asleep, or what happened? And he obviously took down a pole, right? That had a was it just cabling on it, or did it actually have a transformer on it? These and other exciting questions. So Jervis Bay is on the east coast of Australia. So we have most of Australia's inhabitants live on the east coast. On the west coast, we have Western Australia, and we also have Perth, and there are some settlements, but the majority of the population live on the east coast. And I would hazard a guess to say that 85 to 90% of the population all live along the coast, not much inland. Jimmy is saying that it's named after Admiral John Jarvis. I'll go through more a little later on. G'day, Jen. Welcome aboard. G'day, Shaun, and everyone in the chat. Happy Hump Day. Happy Hump Day to you as well. Hope your slumber was good. G'day, Jen from Lee. All right, so Jen, we've just discovered that the pictures that we've got in the background here are a place called Jervis Bay, which are in New South Wales, just below Sydney. All right, so we're halfway down. We've got some exciting cruises coming up. 37 days to the rock and roll. Jen will tell me it's 38 because you Americans are behind the scenes. Also, we have the ABC's cruise in 170 days, which, Jen, you've got 37 days to the rock and roll, then 170 days to be spending time with both Gabby and Denise. So you're going to have an absolute ball. And then, of course, you guys are all coming down under for the Great Barrier Reef, which is in 432 days. And then we've got the unofficial Australian Creators Cruise happening in 517 days. So we'll see how that goes, how it all pans out. Looking forward to a shipload of fun. Jonesy is saying it was on a sweeping bend, just going too fast and lost control, and the pole had a transformer and underground cables that took out a whole suburban area. Okay, so when it loses a transformer, that already is hard work because then they've got to shut down the entire network in order to get that transformer back up. And it took them, what, 16 hours? Were you one of those that had the power cut, or were you safe? Denise from Jen. There we go. See, you just got to mention Denise. And then Jen has conniptions because she's excited. And then Denise sees Jen and she'll go, Jen. And then she'll have conniptions because she's excited to see Jen online. So, yep, the two girls have a good opportunity to have a chat at each other. And Jen has gone, g'day to Jimmy. And you want to know something? Jimmy's 148 days. Yes, Jonesy lost power. That's what I figured. 22,000 homes lose power because one pole gets knocked down. Woo! Lee has gone high. I would assume that's to Jen. So there you go. All right. So yeah, the Ziploc bag is packed. Ilana's got her scale. We've set it to kilos. The reason why we've got it set to kilos is because that's what I understand. But Ilana's also saying we're flying on an American airline, so we better have pounds as well. And the good thing is the scale does convert pounds to Ks. Better still, kgs, kilograms, 1,000 grams. That's our weight. All right. So, for those that are interested, I was talking with Bruce today. Bruce is still getting things organized in terms of being able to get info regarding the flights backwards and forwards, or the info that is, backwards and forwards. It's still in the hands of the computer gurus, so there we go. Guess what Jimmy's done? Jen and Denise. There we go. I love it when a plan comes together. All right. So, yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I'm definitely looking forward to trying some of I believe the chicken wings is supposed to be a big thing on this cruise, on the Norwegian Encore. Chicken wings, and then on the first night we've got the steakhouse ready to rock and roll. So we're on at Cagney's. That's going to be awesome because the whole family's going to get together for that. What else? We've got a number of other activities going through. So if anybody is interested in the activities and they are on the cruise, go ahead, look at the Down Under Cruise. No, have a look at the Helping Hands for Cruising website under activities, and you will see the schedule of events that HH4C has got for the Rock and Roll Tribute Cruise. Jen has gone with her hashtag HH4C. And with that in mind, Nightbot has come to the party with, please welcome Jen to the stream. And there's a link. You guys got to get into the link. Lee has gone Jimmy, so saying good day to Jimmy. And he's also gone hashtag duck. And if you are on the Down Under Cruises, Lee, you will actually get, there we go. Check out Arnfield Road layout in the loft. That is Lee's channel. Go and check it out. I'm sure you will enjoy it as I do. Jimmy goes, g'day, Lee. So there we go. That's awesome. Jonesy is saying, I cook the best crispy skin chicken. Yeah? I got to try some. Maybe we should come out to Tassie. I don't know. I got to wait for Ilana to say everything should. Oh, there we go. Good on you. Thank you, Lee, for subscribing. Really appreciate that, buddy. Much appreciated. We need as many subscribers as we possibly can get, as well as watch hours. Watch hours is the big thing. All right. There's a fact, right? I better talk to Ilana at some point, and we need to get over to Tassie to go and check you guys out. Can't wait for that crispy skin chicken. But I believe that on some of the big cruises like the Celebration and so forth, they've got Shack, and I believe that the Shack Attack, makes the most amazing chook as well. So there you go. Lee's on the HH4C channel. Thank you, mate. Please continue to channel swap, folks. And there is his link. So go and check him out. Absolutely check him out. Well, not him. Check the channel out. All right. So it's a month. 30 days to the plane. 30 frickin' days to the plane. To be honest with you, it's going to go like a blur, which I know it will. Mom leaves for the UK next week. So next week, Tuesday, there will be no Helping Hands for Cruising live stream. There will be a Down Under Cruises one. I probably might link in the HH4C at the same time. But yeah, Mom's on her flight. She's going to the UK. She's flying Melbourne, Perth, Heathrow. So that's going to be an exciting flight, because what she'll do is she will go from here to Perth on a 737. And when she hits Perth, she will change over to a 787 and do the 18-hour flight over to Heathrow. That's a freaking long flight. But the good news is it's only going one way. So there you go. Lee is saying, got the 2 channels running. Mate, thank you very much. Really appreciate that. I'm glad you're hearing it in stereo. There we go. Denise is saying, Jen is saying, remember to smash the like and feed the YouTube algorithm. Please do. The more you do, the better it is. The more people we get involved, the more people we get on board cruise ships. That's our intention. We want to end up with 10,000 people on a cruise ship. So what have we got? We're going to be, Dan is recipient number 5. Gabby is recipient number 6. Then we need to get a couple of recipients for Australia, which we're not that far off. And then finally, at the end of it all, 2028, we've got a huge cruise coming on. Hopefully, we'll be able to put 10 people on that or 10 recipients on board that cruise. And then from then on, we're just going skyward. We want at least 10,000 people on board cruise ships. So if you know of anybody who you feel deserves to go on a cruise, number 1, please put together a 2 to 5 minute video and go to the Helping Hands for Cruising cruise channel and go and nominate somebody for a cruise. Number 1. Number 2, go to if you know of anybody who wants to host a cruise, well, again, same format. Go to the Helping Hands for Cruising website, and in there you'll see under nominees, go in and nominate yourself as a host so that we can get you on through the board and approved to host a recipient, and let's have a cruise going. That's the best way to actually do things. Jonesy is saying, yes, please run the Ducks playlist as well. So running the Ducks playlist on for the Down Under cruises and running the playlist for Helping Hands will work in both ways. So please go ahead, get it done. Ali is saying, I smashed the like with the 0 gauge sledgehammer and smashed it to bits. That's good. That's good. What I will suggest is, if you love the show, smash the like button once. If you absolutely hate the show, smash the like button 3 times just to confirm that you hate it. Okay, we'd appreciate that. Jonesy has gone hashtag duck, and what do you know? There's his link. So please go check out his link. Yay Lee from Jen. And Jimmy is saying, I need an all expenses paid trip to Australia. Mate, I need an all expenses paid trip to Australia. But you know what the good news is, Jimmy? Hit here, you've got accommodation. So you're saving on one. Might cost you on one, but saving you on another. Okay, so obviously we're looking for a fun time. When we hit LAX, the flight's going to be awesome. Because obviously you get on board the plane. Okay, it's a long trip. You get on board the plane. They feed you when you get into the air. You have something to nibble on. Then you go to sleep. Then they feed you before you hit the ground. And when you hit the ground, we then race off, change planes, and head down to Miami. Now, I've forgotten how long that flight is. I need to actually get in touch with Bruce and finalize all the bits and pieces that we need. Lorraine is saying, I do too, Jimmy, which is awesome. And then Jonesy is saying, yes, saving you in Tasmania, Jimmy. That's correct. You got 2 spaces, Jimmy. So get your butt down under and check us out. Your biggest expense will be the flight. So then you've got space here. You'll be fine. Where there's a will, there's a relative. We'll get you on either side, whether it's Tassie or Melbourne. All right. So basically, I'm looking forward to not only feeding my face. Hi everyone in the chat, but Lee, which is awesome. G'day Lee. Not only are we looking forward to feeding our face on all those exotic foods, we're certainly looking forward to the go-kart races on board the Encore. We're certainly looking forward to, oh, by the way, as we hit the 1st of November, there will be a silent auction, and we'll try and get Jen to talk about that silent auction at some point in the very near future. Jonesy is saying, yes, your American dollars get you more down under, which is very true. The exchange rate was last 1 Australian dollar by 64 US cents. Ilana and I have to go and do some deposit. Excuse me. Ilana and I have to go and do some depositing in the bank and converting some cash into USD so that we'll have a little bit of cash for tipping. We have a coin bottle. So if ever we've got any coins, which is actually few and far between right now, we take that bottle and we put our coins in there, and our coins made us at least a couple $100. So there's a bit of tip money and a bit of exciting stuff there. Jimmy's got to go. It's almost Cup of Joe time. Jimmy, mate, get yourself organized. Jimmy, the hashtag duck raid will come across. You will see hashtag duck raid coming into Cup of Joe Live. Unfortunately, I won't be there with you. I'm going to be catching some Zeds. I really need them. And with that in mind, folks, I'm actually going to shut the show down a little bit earlier on. We're bucket load of things are happening. We're getting excited, and we're also packing, and we're a little bit on the tired side because we're not getting much in the way of sleep. So there we go. Lorraine is saying, got to make the coffee. Yep, got to make the coffee. Go ahead and make it. All right, I'm going to call it quits. Folks, I want to thank you all for popping in. I know it's been an early early day. And so what I'm going to ask you to do is have some fun, think about it, whatever questions you have on board for us, fire away on Friday night Eastern time. The Americans, so the UK have lost a bit of daylight saving. They sleep an extra hour this weekend. Those of you in the US go until the first week of November, which is interesting because the first week of November is Melbourne Cup Day. So, people will have a very long weekend on the first weekend of November. Anyway, folks, have a great day. We'll catch up with you later. We will see you on Friday night and wish you all a fantastic day. Have fun. Catch you all later. Bye.
Come from the land down under, where the sun is hot and bright, beaches cool and waves of thunder. Morning turns to golden night. So much there is to see, my friend, from the city to the shore. Grab a stool, we'll find an end to keep us wanting more. Down under's calling, can't you hear? Echoes in the breeze, feel the magic everywhere, in the rustling of the trees. Mountains rise and rivers flow, adventures wait around. Meet the world on a winding road in every little town.